Hi guys, my name is Remeay Rene Carr. I am an artist, illustrator, and now author. I've been writing a book for a while, a manga book, manga inspired comic book. It's called The Adventures of Remeoshi, The World's Lost Hope. And that. So yeah, I've been doing that for a while. It's got to a point now where I want to, show it to the world and let everyone see what I'm trying to do. If you watch the video to the end, I've created like a package of how I made it, the steps, the process, what's the story about, who is this guy just jumping on, who am I, and what's the story about, what makes it any different from anything else that's out per se. One, I'm doing it. Two, I've drawn it all myself. Three, I'm working independently, and I just want to take it as far as I can. After I've worked on it for years in college, when I went to university, during my teaching career, anytime there's a half term or holiday, I'm working on it. So I just want to let you guys have a look at it. Obviously, I have big influences in my life growing up, like whether it's like Thundercats, Power Rangers, Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, even going back, like I'm inspired by anything, old martial art films, kung fu. I'm just inspired by all that kind of stuff. And I always thought, I'll do something like that. I'll do something like that. And I thought, you know what? I'm gonna do something like that. I'm gonna put my own story together and show everyone what I can do, or in that way, and just show a different side to myself as well, and not be afraid to say, yeah, I draw, I like comics, I like this, I like that. It's a skill I got, and it's something I wanna put time into. So yeah, so hopefully here's the trailer. Hope you like it. Subscribe as well, I guess, because I'm coming joining this game now, and just like it and share it to anyone that that's will be into it. So watch it. All right, cool. Many centuries ago, a story was lost in time, a story hidden by man. Once upon a time, a powerful demon broke through into our realm, causing havoc and destruction across the world. He promised those who ever serve him eternal life and a place by his side when he conquers the great dimensions. He called himself a mortal and assembled 12 deadly clans with formidable power. The heavens knew of his plans and prophesied a warrior to bring balance and peace to the world. This warrior will be able to bathe in the balance without losing his soul and command all the elements at will. He will be able to move without moving, to see without seeing. He will be able to look upon the last dragon without losing his soul. Only he and he alone will be able to defeat a mortal and send him back to his dark dimension and seal the gates between worlds. Many years went by, and man grew tired of waiting for the heavens to act. They rose up and fought back against the mortal, but they fell just as quickly as they rose. But the time has come for the chosen one to claim back the world and bring balance and peace. Enter the story of Remeoshi. Alright guys, thank you guys for watching my story. I really hope you guys liked it and enjoyed it. Something I've been working on for a very long time and developing. It's at a point now where I feel like it's been refined and I'm ready to show it to the world for you guys to see. Yeah. So like I said, I've been working on it for a really long time, but let me take you back many years ago and tell you when it all first started. Now here it is. Now this picture, I drew this years ago when I was, I think I was in college doing my national diploma in art and design. I had these cards that my cousin brought into the house, and I grabbed them and I started drawing on them. And I always had this vision or this kind of idea in my mind of like a blind warrior that's like can fight and move and this, you know, like a sick character. So I took the pen, I sketched it out, and when I completed it, I wrote a little tiny mini script. I don't need to see you to fight you, you know, not even my shadow bending could protect me. I was a fool to try. I just wanted to make a formidable character. And from that, the whole idea just blew up in my brain. It's everything just came rolling out from this sketch. From this sketch, Remeoshi was born. But I think it was always in my mind subconsciously anyway. I just put it down here. So yeah. As you guys know, my name is Remeay and the story is Remeoshi, so it's a part of me. This is me. This is my life. You know, drawn and illustrated. The things I've been through in my life and the struggles I've been through, I explore that in this story. The world will see, you guys will see some of the struggles I've been through. I'm just illustrating, I'm drawing it. That's all I know how to do is draw, and I want to show that. So here's me, you know. Alright guys, like I was saying before, you know, I'm gonna show you guys the making. So when I storyboard, for example, I don't initially have like a vision of how I want it to be. I can just be sitting there and I might get like an idea, like a scene how I like it to be. And as soon as I get that, I try to quickly sketch it down as quick as I can. Now when these sketches, they're not anything special. I do just enough for me to remember how I saw it in my mind. So I quickly will drop down my sketches. Nothing really crazy, nothing really fantastic, just a little quick sketch, nothing special, but I know how I want it to be. Now these might be familiar if you saw the manga, saw what it turned into. So I'll just do enough just for me to remember. And when I work, it's kind of like I get visions in my mind of like how this scene to be, like I can visually see it. So I'm just working towards that visual goal in my mind. Literally, I get like a glimpse of something in my mind, then boom, I'm just drawing to get to that step. So you can see some of the scenes might look familiar. That's it, you know. That's how to storyboard it, and it's quick sketches. And when I do it, it's like I can hear like the voice in my head of like what everyone's gonna say. So then I quickly drop that down quickly as well, because I want it to be like dramatic and epic, and you know, so it's definitely coming from my mind, it's coming from a deep part of me. So yeah, so after I do the sketches, the storyboarding, I'm moving to the next step. So like I said, I storyboard it, rough sketches, just enough for me to know what's going on, and when I get to that point where I feel like, yep, this is how I want it to be, I'm going to refine it even more. So down here, for example, I will really refine. So come back out to the top actually. If you look here, this scene there, what I'll do is something like that. I'll bring it back down and I'll refine it. I really isolate and really bring out the detail and the intensity, as you can see. So I'll sketch certain parts of it, really working on making it crisper and really detailed as much as I possibly can to get it nice. This is actually one of my favorite scenes from the chapter when the leader actually tries to attack him, and he just ends up getting blocked straight away and a brick in the back. It's one of my favorite scenes as well. So even from that point there, again, I have to refine it once more. So this here is my little pot of gold. These are all my favorite illustration pens that I like to use. From that point onwards, I take it to this point here. Okay, and what I do, I use my light box. Okay, so let me turn this on for you. Boom. Now with this light box here, I use my other sheet of paper. I'm gonna go right over it, line them up, and I'll take my time with my favorite pens, and I'll just go over it and really go over it and bring in some of these details into it. That process takes me about, depending on the scene, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, depends on how detailed the scene is. Some scenes I leave out that I may not use, but mainly I stick to it. Yes, and from that point, we go to the scanner. Okay, so I scan it in. Once it's scanned in, I open Photoshop. Put in Photoshop. Now it's good software, we're using it for years as well. Learned it in uni. And from that I'm gonna go to adjust. No, actually I'm gonna crop it down, get it nice and tight, get exactly how I want it. When that's nice and cropped, I'm happy with how it looks. I just press enter and that's done. Then from that I go to my adjustments, and then I'm gonna go to threshold. Then I'm gonna just adjust it to bring out the detail from my illustration that I did previously. When that's done, I'll press OK, and then that just helps refine it a little bit more. And from that point there, I'll add my textures and stuff like that. But bam, I'm not really gonna reveal everything just yet. As you can see, nice and textured. But I'm not gonna. That's another video for another time. And when I'm done with that, which I just add it to my other one, add all my onomatopoeias on it. Earthmaster, technique, cocoon, splat, crook, everything on there helps bring more drama to the scene. And yeah, that's really about it. Alright guys, thanks for watching again, and that's like I said, man, just follow your dreams. Anything you want to do, just do it. You'd be surprised what one person can do. I'm one person and I'm trying my best, and I ain't made it yet, but I'm willing to try and invest in myself, and we never know what can happen. So look out for chapter 2, the revelation, and we'll see what happens, guys. Thank you.